Welcome back. So I want you guys to bear with me. This is going to get a little more into the real meat, so I'm going to go a little longer on the video because I really want to make sure you guys get this. So like I said, man, this is not my material. This is Kevin Trudeau's, and this is not even his material. This is just who I got it from, and I'm just presenting it in a layman's terms for my friends and family. So let's get back into it, man. How to be, do, and have anything you want. Do we learn more by teaching? You can't learn anything you don't know by teaching it. Risk of teaching others the wrong information. Master the material first before you teach it. It's been about a year since I've discovered this, and that I've been practicing, and that I've been, putting myself in position to do what I enjoy and what I love, which is being a real estate agent and providing people and guiding them in the right direction in this, in real estate. So you're an apprentice, and you're an apprentice, and you should be learning until the day you die. Keep listening to the CDs, reading the books, which he will put out there, observing, etc. over and over again. Information becomes new every time you experience it. So that's why I always say, no matter even if I've heard it before, I'm going to take it because it comes in from another perception. So you want to be able to always be teachable. I'm just going to try and keep going through it. This is going to be a pretty lengthy one. So basically, you have to qualify to be in a club, need to master what you've learned before you learning more. Listen to CDs, read books, participate in live training, seminars, one-on-one trainings, and personal mentor, teach, be a mentor. So I'm giving you all this. You don't got to do none of that. This is just about being happy and following that intuition. Remember the 5 basics. There's 5 basics. In the beginning, I started with 4 because I just wanted you to understand who do you listen to. Teachability index, training balance scale, 4 levels of learning when learning new information. But the 5th basic is the 5th easiest one. Master the 4 basics. Focus on the fundamentals. Remember, who do you listen to? You listen to the people that have and are doing the things that you want. Teachability index, it goes by 2 variables. What is your willingness to learn, and what is your willingness to accept change? Both has to be a 10. And how do you know these 2 variables? What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to sacrifice? Money or time? What are you willing to give up to learn this information? Training balance scale, understanding no matter what it is that you want to do or what you want is 99.9% thought. The 4 levels of learning. We know what that is. Tying your shoe. So I'm just going to keep moving forward because this is where we start getting into the real deal. So when you are 100% teachable, that's when you can start to teach. Focus on your dream, not the how. F how. You don't worry about how. This universe has many different ways of bringing the situational circumstance or event to give you what you want. So you don't ever worry about the how. Okay? So practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect makes practice. Perfect practice. My bad. I said that horribly wrong. Practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. You have to practice the right thing the right way. Drills. So like I said, you can listen to this over and over and over and over again. That's why I'm not breaking away from the delicious chocolate cake. If someone says, here's a recipe for a delicious chocolate cake, I'm not going to add a different ingredients. I'm going to give it to you from the source that I got it from, and I'm presenting it as the example. That's literally what this is. I'm literally taking what he put out and saying it works. And I believe it and I enjoy it every day. I'm trying not to cuss. All right. So remember, repetition. Keep doing it. Practice makes perfect. That's why I listen to it over and over and over again. All right, here we go. It's one of my favorite things. Earl Nightingale. There was a recorded Earl Nightingale called The Strangest Secret. You become what you think about most of the time. You become what you think about most of the time. So regardless if it's good or if it's bad, you're going to get that. Earl Nightingale says it in the Strangest Secret, and I love it because he breaks it down literally. Men simply don't think. If look at your brain as a field. And regardless of whatever you plant in that field, you're going to get. So if you plant corn, you're going to get a field of great corn, delicious corn. But if you plant poison, you're going to get poison. That's how the mind works. And that's what Earl Nightingale says in The Strangest Secret. And he breaks it down. You are literally controlling a ship. The mind is the biggest transmitter of frequency and energy and vibration. And you control that. But whatever it is, whether good or bad, you're going to get that. So you have to understand how to control your thoughts. It's 99.9% thoughts. And when you think about constantly what you want, the actions just come. And I'm here to say yes. Yes. That is true. When I constantly think about my business and how I want to grow my business, how I want to represent my business, I know I have to get the nice suits. I know I have to dress nice. I know I have to appear nice. I know I have to always, be presentable and be ready to know what I'm talking about. There's some people that's been in real estate far longer than I have, that's bought homes, sold homes. They don't have a real estate license, but they understand a process that I haven't fully gone through yet. So I have to be prepared. I have to be educated on what I want. But while I do that and I put in the work, it makes me happy. I'm not stressed out. I'm not depressed. I'm not worried about my bills. Because as long as I provide my service, the money is the byproduct. And that's what you become what you think about. Earl Nightingale talks about. We are a ship. We know if you have a ship without no captain, no crew, no nothing, it's just going to travel and crash and sink. But if you got a captain, a crew, and you got a strong firm on the steering wheel, you guide it and you go wherever it is that you decide to. Come on, man. So, Earl Nightingale, you become what you think about. Look it up on YouTube. Earl Nightingale. I listen to it almost every other day. All right. So, Andrew Carnegie basically was the guy who introduced Napoleon Hill to this. And Napoleon Hill was the one who created the book Think and Grow Rich. Think about that. The book is called Think and Grow Rich. Not hope, not wonder, not focus on the how, not how I'm gonna grow rich. Think. All you have to do is think. The mind is the most powerful thing that we take for granted, which Earl Nightingale talks about as well. Why do we take it for granted? Because it's free. Everything we get in life, we take for granted for free. Our minds, our bodies, our souls, our family. But it's the material things that we take more seriously. Because when it costs you more money, you're gonna really take it seriously. I'm giving this for free. Most of y'all not gonna take it, not even gonna listen to it, not even just gonna let it go by. I don't care, because I'm in my bliss. I'm in my form of happiness. So, and I'm doing what I love every day, but I'm here to just educate you and let you know that, hey, what this dude is talking about, it works. So, it doesn't matter to me. So Napoleon Hill was apprentice of Andrew Carnegie. He observed over 20 years Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, and the person that owned the Firestone tires. Carnegie pointed out what Napoleon observed and what he didn't learn, he didn't learn by observing. Wrote a manuscript focused on money. The law of success in 16 lessons. Member of the secret societies banned and curtailed the Think and Grow Rich. Like I said, they didn't want this information being out, so they completely tried to water it down and all that good stuff. So, whatever the mind of man can conceive and bring itself to believe, it can achieve. So if you can believe your dream, if you can believe, look, simple. We all know how to make money. If the world didn't say, we all know how to figure out some kind of hustle, especially my people. So if you think about it, $300 a day, if you say, hey, I had to make $300 a day, that don't sound hard to do. That doesn't sound like there's so many different ways you can start thinking about, I can make $300 a day, right? $300 a day is $100,000 a year. So it's those small things. But if you don't believe that you can do that, then don't do it. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. Period. Period, point dot. So, we all know, I'm sure if you guys heard of the book called The Secret, who talks about it. The first book to popularize on a mass scale of the law of attraction. And yes, this is the law of attraction, but this is not what the law of attraction is. This is how to apply it in your life and have it and do whatever it is that makes you happy. Because that's what this universe, and that's why we're here. We weren't meant to be stressed out. We weren't meant to be worried. Those are beta frequencies, which I'll get into in a second. Because I'm thankful that I have this knowledge, and then I've been, like I said, I learn more. I'm constantly learning. So then I'm going to tie in some of the other things that he didn't really detailedly explain about the frequencies. So the law of attraction does work, and I'm an example to say yes, it does. Whatever you can conceive in your mind, whatever you wish for, as long as you believe it, it will happen. If you continue to think like you've always thought, then you will continue to get what you've always got. If you want things in life to change, you're going to have to change the things in your life. Simple. You can't hang with those ignorant people no more. The people that don't bring you substance. The people that don't have and are doing the things that you aspire to do. It's okay. It's okay to say, hey man, we just not on the same frequency, we just not on the same path. You know, I love you, but I see you right now and then. You know, we talk on the phone or whatever, but it's okay to want the best for you. Number one rule is, who do you listen to, man? So, remember, man, that's what I'm saying, is it doesn't bother me no matter what anybody takes or how they feel about this, because your life is what it is. Your life is what you've made it to be. So you have to look in the mirror every day. I'm not in that mirror. I'm looking at my mirror. My mirror is beautiful. It's happy. My kids is fed. My woman is happy. My kids are healthy. I'm good. I go to work and I love it. I do what I enjoy every day. So I don't care who takes in this information. I'm just here to say, hey, it works, and I want to give it to the world, okay? Look, man, and so you have to change that thinking. Everything that you may have believed or whatever, that might be completely different from this, but you have to just say, hey, my life hasn't been what I wanted it to be up until this point, and that's where I was. I love that I had a wife and I had kids, but I wasn't happy with my form of providing. Why did I mess up? With my form of providing. So I had to change the way that I thought, and I'm telling you, when you start switching it and you're staying in these beta frequencies, are you staying in these alpha frequencies? Oh my God, like I used to just feel my mind when I start thinking positive, when I start telling myself how I feel and that I am everything that I choose to be, and I am that I am. I am grateful, I'm honest, I'm happy. I'm the greatest realtor that I can ever be. I don't compare myself to nobody, because I'm the creator. I create my own destiny. And the other person does the same. And you got to go about that in every single situation. Remember, man, you got to change the way you've always thought. And it's okay. It is okay. Don't get asphyxiated on the how. 99.9% is thoughts. The what? Not the how. The brain, okay, here we go. All right, so this is what I've been waiting to get into. This is what it is. So, look, man, the brain is a transmitter and receiver of vibrational frequencies. Every cell in your body emits a different frequency. Everything is made up of energy and emits a different frequency or vibration. The brain emits frequencies which when focused are picked up by other brains, pass through. Sorry, I gotta get through this part. That's the ether to affect the other physical matter. Look, man, there's a difference between the brain and the mind. The brain is the physical, is the transmitter of energy, frequency, and vibrations. And I'm going to break down exactly what these frequencies are. But the mind is not the physical realm. It's not the physical, the flesh, how you touch, feel. It's a quantum field. It's a quantum level. So you have to understand there's a difference between the mind and the brain and the mind. Okay? Your mind is what's sending out those signals, sending out what it is that you want. Oh, well, I'm already talking about it. Energetic field that surrounds your body. Frequencies pass through all known matter, smaller than the smallest known particle. Radio transmissions travel in a straight line. Brain frequencies bypass space and time instantaneously back to another human. When you emit a frequency, that frequency comes back to you. So when I say, I want to grow my business, and when I grow my business, I'm going to be able to provide and take care of my family. I'm going to be able to create a life of abundance, a life of control. That is my biggest why. I grew up from age 13 to 17 in the system. No control of my life. They told me when to pee, squat, with all the good stuff. When to sleep, when to play. I didn't have control of my life. So going into my adult years, even now, no more locked doors. I am free and I am happy, and I'm going to continuously be that way. My mind is way too big to be confined. At least that's what I've discovered. So frequency passes through all known matter, smaller than the smallest known particle. The law of attraction, whatever frequency you emit, the same frequency is drawn to you. That's what I said. Your mind is a field. Whatever you put in that field, you get. So if you put poison in that field, you're going to get poison, anger, frustration, judgment. But if you put delicious corn, happiness, gratitude, love, if you put all that into it, that's what you're going to get back, because that's the frequency that you're putting out. And when you hear me say alpha, beta frequencies, the beta frequencies are the anger. That's the frequency you're putting out. Anger, frustration, worry, fear. That's what you're putting out. And like it says, it comes back. It's like a boomerang. So you put out that positivity, that happiness, that I am so lucky. I am so thankful. I am so grateful that nobody in this world is me. I am who I am. My nose, look at my nose. I got a big nose. And I love it because nobody else has this form of type of nose. There's a genetic code to my nose. And I love it and I'm happy about that. So you gotta put out that frequency, and when you put it out, you get it back. Whatever frequency you emit, the same frequency is drawn to you. There is a magnetic pull, quantum physical law, karma, what you sow shall you reap. Senior law to the law of gravity. Like I said, gravity is a physical law. We know if you're at the top of a building and you jump off, it ain't no floating unless you got some wings. And the next law above that physical law is the law of lift. But we know if you ain't got that, there's without a doubt that you gonna jump off that building, you going down. Smack. We know that without a doubt. And the law of attraction works the exact same way. It's a quantum law. It's above the law of gravity. So to sum it up, man, we all have a genie. That's why the presentation and Kevin Trudeau's presentation is your wish is your command. The genie in the lamp is your brain. It's just what it is. Your wish is your command. Literally. Okay? Literally. Whatever it is that brings you enlightenment, which is the highest form of feelings, do it, man. Do it. So, 2 keys to this. Like I said, this is how to apply it, not what it is. How to put out the frequencies of what you want, how to make the frequency strong enough with a strong enough magnetic pull so you get what you want. That's it. That is what it is. I'm going to use the next video to get even deeper into this. It's okay. It's okay to say, hey man, what my mom taught me, she didn't know. She didn't understand because the person before her gave her that, gave her that, gave her that. It's just a complete cycle. But what we're going to do is break that cycle and do whatever it is that we want to do. Because this is our lives. This is our universe. I'm telling you. Just look it up. The more that I wanted to learn more, look, man, the trees, everything, we're all connected to this. It's science. It's science. And all I did was look it up. It's all right there in front of, we are the world, we are the generation of information. It's right there in front of all of us. You just gotta look it up. And I'm talking in pieces. You know? Break it down. When I'm thinking good, what is my body doing? What is my mind doing to my body? Why am I smiling so much? Why can't I stop smiling? Because I'm feeding my brain delicious corn. Okay? We're gonna get deeper into it. I'm gonna let this one be another, 30-minute. But this is where we're gonna get deeper into the frequencies, the 4 concepts of energy frequency review. So I hope you guys enjoy. This is part 3. Y'all have a great day. Stay safe and just breathe in that good air and understand, man, this life works for you, not against you. No matter what, even if it's negative, there's some form of circumstance, event, or situation that's going to work out in your favor. Until next time.